There's really no safe place in America anymore. And I would argue that we are going to see a trend of that in the near future.
It's a chilling prediction after yet another mass shooting in America. How one North Texas crime expert explains how he feels the pandemic has made America more dangerous.
Live from Dallas and Fort Worth, this is CBS 11 News at 10. The Ones for Texas.
Good evening, everyone. Another American city is reeling tonight. Indianapolis now the location of the country's latest mass shooting. 8 people, as you've probably heard, dead after police say a man opened fire at one of the largest FedEx facilities in this country. CBS's Nikki Batiste tonight is in Indianapolis, where we are learning more about the suspect.
Police identified 19-year-old Brandon Scott Hull as the suspect in the mass shooting that left 8 dead at an Indianapolis FedEx facility.
Officers located a male with injuries consistent with a self-inflicted gunshot wound inside the building. Preliminary information gathered from the statements and evidence lead detectives to believe the male is the suspect in the shooting at this location.
They have an active shooter currently at FedEx.
As the rampage began late Thursday, there were at least 100 people at the facility, many changing shifts and on dinner break.
He just appeared to randomly start shooting.
Armed with an assault rifle, the gunman got out of his car and started shooting in the parking lot, killing 4 people, then entering the building and killing 4 more. Soon after, he took his own life. Jeremiah Miller was outside FedEx when he saw the hooded gunman.
He was yelling and he was screaming, and I saw an assault rifle of some sort. I saw the clip and he started firing. Bang, 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 bang.
Parminder Singh's niece was shot and injured in the left arm while in her car.
She was in the parking lot sitting on the drive seat when the shooting on the right here.
Hull, a former FedEx employee, last worked for the shipping giant in 2020.
Nikki Batiste reporting tonight. Brandon Hull, by the way, we learned was detained in March of last year. Police took a shotgun away from him at the time. And at the time, his mother had told police that she was afraid that he might actually summon police and do something that would prompt them to shoot him. President Biden, meanwhile, has ordered flags lowered at the White House since taking office 3 months ago. By the count, it's something he's now ordered 5 different times, sadly. And the Indianapolis shooting comes after other deadly shootings, of course, last week in Bryan, Colorado, Georgia before that. And as scary as it is, some experts are predicting that this might be only the beginning of a surge in violence. Our Caroline Vandergriff continuing our team coverage with the reason why.
In the last month alone, the U.S. has reported 45 mass shootings. According to the Gun Violence Archive, there have been at least 147 since the beginning of 2021.
And it's not only these mass shootings that are occurring. Every single day, there's a mass shooting in the United States if you count all those who were killed out on the streets of our cities and our rural areas. It's a national embarrassment and must come to an end.
But experts don't expect that to happen anytime soon.
We see these ups and downs throughout history, and I'm afraid that we are going to see a surge of violence in the United States.
Dr. Alex Del Carmen is an associate dean and criminologist at Tarleton State University. He says the pandemic has created a perfect storm for increased violence as more and more people return to the workplace with added stressors.
And now you have less tolerance, you have bills to catch up to, you have loved ones that you've lost, and then you have the fear that another strain of the virus is going to come about.
Dr. Del Carmen says this problem can't be solved overnight.
I really see this as more of a behavioral component that is going to continue and continue for months to come until that behavior levels off. And it takes about 2 to 3 years.
He advises people to stay on high alert for any red flags.
Those of us that are going to work daily now, those of us that are fighting traffic again, need to be aware of our surroundings, need to be cognizant of the fact that there are going to be people with a lot less patience than what we had 18 months ago.
Experts say every workplace should have an anti-violence policy and should train employees on how to spot warning signs. If a business doesn't have a plan in place for what steps to take if something does happen, they should consult with local law enforcement agencies to help create one. Caroline Vandergriff, CBS 11 News.
Caroline, thank you.